Welcome back to the Stephen Knight Show. Want to remind you all over social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Of course, our official website is StephenKnightShow.com. Check out our new merchandise, y'all. We have some nice things out there. People are buying it. We can't wait to send us your pictures if you do buy it so we can post it on our Instagram. All right, so Popeyes fans, they are in a disarray right now because Popeyes, according to the takeout.com, they are taking a trip that Popeyes is getting rid of their Cajun rice and as well as their green beans. And social media is not here for it. So Popeyes released a statement and they said that we're always listening to the feedback of our guests and looking for ways to improve our menu. So after thoughtful consideration, our Cajun rice and green beans are no longer a permanent on the menu. However, we still have a bunch of delicious sides. So people were saying, they said, wait a minute, since when did Popeyes get rid of Cajun rice? Like what the? And someone said that the only they said that the green beans were the only low carb option that you had as a side dish. Now, other side dishes include red beans and rice, coleslaw, Cajun fries, and that's just name a few. So what are your thoughts, Nair, on Popeyes getting rid of their Cajun rice and the green beans?
Oh man, what's next? Man, I don't know. I just didn't see it coming, but I actually wasn't even looking. Okay, okay. You might want to let Chica or somebody take this one. I'm not really. Cool, I guess. I'm sorry.
Right. I mean, I'm not a big fast food person. Mostly I do is Chick-fil-A, but
I wasn't going there for no for no green. I don't think I've ever eaten. I don't even know if I knew if they had the green beans, to be honest. But yeah, I was never going there for that.
Yeah. Chiki, are you a Popeyes fan? And what are your thoughts on them eliminating these items from the menu?
So I am a Popeyes fan, and I eat it, sporadically. I have a story about this. So a couple weeks ago, I go to see my mother in intervals. It's coronavirus time, so I try to spread out, when I go see her. And
Right.
I was treating the family to dinner, and I said, "Mom, what do you want to have?" And she said, "Popeyes." And I gave her the eye roll because that's not what I wanted. But pleasing mom. Went to Popeyes, and I'm ordering, the sides, and I'm getting the family meal. I think I ordered maybe just in chicken alone. I think because I was feeding a lot of people. I think I ordered $60 in chicken, so I needed the sides to coincide with the chicken.
Right.
And I'm ordering the sides, and I'm thinking that I'm ordering somewhat of a balanced meal because I needed to get some vegetables, the corn, the rice, and the green beans. We don't have any green beans. Okay, well, what do you have? And then they told me everything else. The green beans were gone, and those items are off the menu.
Mm-hmm.
So I was frustrated. So I said, let me go to another Popeyes. No, thank you. I don't want this order. I went to another Popeyes. Same thing. So I'm like, well, what the hell is going on? Because, that's the only healthy things. The vegetables, your vegetables are gone. And my sister says, well, because my mother lives in Camden, New Jersey. And my sister says, well, this is the hood. They're not going to have it. And I'm like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like, what the hell is going on? So now I find out that they've done away with them on the menu. Like, what the hell? Like, seriously? I like to eat balanced meals. You're selling fried chicken. You have to have something that offsets that a little bit.
Yeah.
You got to have some kind of greenery. Offer a salad or something. You gotta do better, Popeyes, or I'm gonna stop going altogether. I already don't go to Kentucky Fried Chicken because I believe they're racist.
Well, they said Kentucky Fried Chicken gives you bigger portions, and that the one thing that differentiated them from Popeyes was the fact that they had the Cajun rice, and now they don't have it. So I guess people are saying they should go to KFC because they give you more portions.
Well, just so people know, KFC does commercials and they have little crispy brown boys, little white boys that turn into little brown crispy boys. So you might want to think about that KFC option.
Well, Mary J said crispy chicken. Linnea, what are your thoughts?
I don't even know what to say. Like I kind of feel like I feel like Nair, but then I know Chike, and we peruse to Popeyes every so often. But I will say this: I don't know how you're gonna have a Popeyes which Louisiana, and you take away the Cajun rice. I don't
Right,
understand
right.
how that works. Like, how do you take away the one thing that associates Popeyes with Louisiana and the Cajun rice, and you don't want to have that no more? I don't know. I mean, I only really get fries from there as a side anyway. So
Right.
for those who are upset about this, I'm gonna pray for y'all.
Right. Most
I
definitely.
tell
I'm
you
like,
this, I'm never gonna look at that woman that comes on TV with her southern drawl talking
She
about
be
Popeyes
lying.
ever
She
again.
lying.
She's an
She
enemy
probably
now.
Louisiana. She be lying.
Mm, mm.
Well, another fast food chain that's being sued is Subway. So, Subway has their tuna sub, and apparently it's one of their most popular items that they sell. Well, in California, they have two people who are suing Subway, saying that the tuna fish is not really tuna. They had an independent study, or conducted an independent study, and they found out that they didn't say what the items were, but they said tuna is nowhere in there. Now, Subway released a statement saying that the claims are without merit, and the tuna is sold at their chain and is wild caught. The company says that the vast majority of their tuna is harvested. That's where they're harvested, and they only have a small percentage of bluefin and yellowfin tuna that is farmed. Now, tuna is one of the most popular sandwiches. Our restaurants receive pure tuna mixed with mayonnaise and serve on a freshly made sandwich to our guests. The planners are seeking compensation, as well as they want people to stop. They want Subway to stop lying about the ingredients in their sandwiches. Who do you believe, Lanier?
Listen here, Steven.
Hmm?
You about to drive me crazy. Listen. So
It's a slow day in Hot Topics. Go ahead.
what's funny? I'm gonna tell you what's funny, because probably like a few months ago, there was another class action lawsuit against Subway because somebody said that their bread wasn't really bread. So I don't know what is going on with Subway right now. Now, mind you, when I want tuna, and depending on where I'm at, I will go to Subway. But right now, I'm not going back there. This is going on right now. Jersey Mike's is my friend, so I'll get my tuna from there, and I'll keep it moving. But if you don't have real bread and real tuna, what is you doing, Subway? What is you doing? I don't understand.
I don't understand it either.
No more.
I mean, the fact that they researched it. I wonder what made these people, the plaintiffs, want to research and determine that this wasn't real tuna. Like, were they bored, or were they like, no, this doesn't taste right? Nair, what are your thoughts on all this?
yeah, I'm wondering. This is my first hearing about this. I'm wondering if they were just doing a certain location. It's quite possible that a certain location could have been trying to cut costs and just do something else. It's quite possible. But that soup is, I mean, that sub is pretty good. I usually get that tuna sub with black olives on it. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's usually pretty good, to me. So they may have tasted something that just didn't taste right and looked into that particular. Was it one location, or did they?
Well, they're suing. Well, what they're saying is they're hoping it turns to a class action lawsuit, so thousands of people in California can join the claim.
That's what
Right.
it
Or was it a study from one location that they were discovering that this wasn't tuna, or was it like they went to several different Subways?
I'm not sure. I'm not
okay.
sure. Yeah.
Multiple.
But I heard that the chicken breast wasn't actually real. You know where it has the grill on it, the chicken. They said that's just something that they mark on there. It's not like
wow.
like from a grill. I'm like, Chike, what are your thoughts?
You're messing up my lunch options.
So, I mean, we just got done talking about Popeyes, and now we're talking about Subway. Is this like a growing trend now? Are these establishments slowly but surely going to diminish the healthier options off of their menus? If that's the case, then I mean, I only eat those types of places sporadically. I try my best to eat well balanced meals because I'm
Yeah.
old school. 4 basic food groups that needs to be on your plate when you eat. That's me. Um, if I don't know, Subway, you had pride, you had commercials with, your food being, a vehicle to weight loss. It was the healthy option. It wasn't, I won't name any other chains, but it's not those things. You were the better option. Even though you don't like to be aligned with Jared anymore, but Jared lost so much weight when he was with you. You put that in your commercials. Now you're telling me that your food isn't real and you mark up your chicken. Like, that's not cool.
I was about to bring up Jared because Jared, didn't he have some kind of criminal something?
Pedophilia. That's what he
Yeah,
is.
Yeah,
oh yeah, he's
yeah.
Pedophilia.
serving time for that. Yeah, he's
They've
in
been
there
going
now.
down since
Yeah,
then.
he's in
Subway
there
can't
now.
catch a break. Yeah.
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 And I
Okay.
got a funny story about Subway. Years ago, when I was in college, I went to Subway. Steven, it's a Subway down. It was back behind some gas station, and it was a Subway connected to a gas station.
I'm thinking they're talking about.
I went there, and I remember I was there to get my sub, but before me, there was this other young lady. And I remember the guy behind the counter making her sub told me to turn away when he got to the mayo. I was like, wait, tell me to turn away. He said, please turn away. So I turned away, but then I looked back. He unloaded like half of a bottle on this lady's sub. And then he unloaded it because there was like half of the bottle left. Then he started a new one and did like a quarter of that bottle of mayo on this lady's sub. He said she comes in here all the time and she gets this sub like this. It was just like a pile of mayo on this lady. The grossest thing it was the most interesting thing I had seen, on food out at like a public food place like that.
Yeah.
She just had like, it was just mayo, tons of mayo on her sandwich.
She wanted a mayo sub, but it sounded like it.
I'm going to assume what she was, but I'm not going to say.
Oh yeah, you already know. You already know.
Oh,
you already know who she was.
Without a question. Without a question.
You already know.
Well, our last topic, this was just added, unfortunately, some sad news. Actor Dustin Diamond, who was best known for his on Save the Bell as Screech, he plays Screech. He passed away. He announced about a week ago or 2 weeks ago that he had stage 4 lung cancer. He passed away today. But I really want to, and rest in peace, but I definitely want to highlight Cicely Tyson. Now, Cicely Tyson was an American actress and a fashion model. In her career spanning more than 7 decades, she became known for portrayal of strong African-American women. She made a decision early in her career to only play roles that showed Black excellence and showed the Black experience. She passed away at 96. It was interesting because she had been promoting her new autobiography, and she did an interview with Kelly and Ryan the day before she passed away. And they decided to go ahead and air it because, just because of it was her last interview. I saw on CBS This Morning last week, she did an interview with Gayle King at the church that she grew up at. And Gayle said she asked her, when she does pass, what does she want her legacy to be? And she said she didn't ask her. She thought, here's this old, frail woman. She said she was full of life. She asked her because she's 96. And so her response was that I did my best. And, amazing woman. She won so many awards. She played in so many different roles, up until the end. What are your thoughts or your memories, or what do you have to say about Cicely Tyson? Linnea, I'll let you take this one.
Just amazing, graceful, elegant, regal. Definitely one of my favorite actresses for me, being an actress and looking at her. And you're right, like she decided a long time ago, no matter what the cost was, she wasn't going to play certain roles.
Right.
And that's, oh my God, that's kind of like where I'm at in my life with my acting career. It's like, I just feel like I don't want people to try to keep me in the box, and I just don't, I want to be able to make my own choices, and I'll be okay with that, because 7 decades is a long time. That's a long time to be in this game. And for her to go through that, and have you not once heard anything about Cicely Tyson? Not once have you heard anything about her.
Right.
Even when she was married to Miles Davis, not once have you heard something about this woman, back then or now. Like that's what I mean by people pick and choose how they maneuver on social media and how they want attention. People pick and choose. And she was one of those people, mind your business, and when it's time for you to see me, you will see me. Thanks.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you so much, Queen.
absolutely, absolutely. Now, yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna keep this one short. She was acting for us. You know, that was
yeah,
her activism. She was one
yeah,
of the ones that she wasn't just doing it for the money and just a personal legacy. She was acting for us, and she did open quite a few doors to these young actresses and actors that I'm sure may be overlooked at sometimes, but now we'll be able to take a good look at what she's done for us in the world of acting and thespian and so forth. So yeah, again, honored to have been able to be around while she was around.
and the great thing is that people around her said that she knew how revered she was in the community, and she got her flowers while she was here, which was great because usually the person passed away and then we have all these tributes, but she knew how revered she was. Shike, what are your thoughts?
Cicely Tyson, to me, is probably the closest that we'll ever have to having anybody of color being royalty in this country.
Mm-hmm.
That's who she was. She was a queen. I recently absorbed Lenny Kravitz's book, and he speaks of her because his mom was Roxy Roker, and Cicely Tyson and Roxy Roker were friends. And he talks about how regal she was. From him being a young boy, he just remembered how much poise and class she had. And every time she walked into a room, she would command attention, and everybody that orbited her would respect that attention that she got. And that's just who she was.
Yeah.
Mm.
Most definitely. I think, like we said about Larry King and Hank Aaron last week, job well done. Job well done. Well, listen, Lania, Nair, thank you so much as always. Check out CM Movie Reviews, and we will be right back after this.